explanation of the training section on Groundwork. So from home, you scroll down and click here for training. And then you can click your first page is My Training, which is the trainings that have been assigned to you. You can also click here for Lesson Library to see all the various lessons that are in our database. If you go back to My Training, to complete a lesson, you go in, and then you can watch the video associated with the lesson, and then you can click Start Quiz, and you will click your test, your questions, and complete your quiz, and then you will see your passed. Then you can go to Field Checklist, which this is a checklist for members in the field who don't want to watch the entire video, and it is just a useful reference. The field checklist can also be quick accessed right here with the associated video. And that is the My Training section. If you scroll down, I already talked about this a little bit. You have the lesson library, which is the list of all your lessons. Very similar. You have, if you click into them, you go to your training system. Next, I'll skip cookouts, but lesson builder is how you build a lesson. And when you create you click up here for new lesson, and you click title it, and put a category, pass threshold for completing the lesson, a description, and you can create an ad. Then when you're in here, what you can do is you can add pages. A page is simply the video page, and you can put in a title, a YouTube video link to display, and an image for the lesson, and just some page text. For a quiz, this is the end quiz. You can add a question, you can add different choices, and these will be randomized. You can put your question title, you can put your choices, and put an explanation about the answer. And down here, you can see your checklist, and you can put in your item that you want to be checked or that you think is relevant to check, and you can keep on adding those. And then when you're done, you can click Publish. If you need to edit the title or something like that, you can click here to edit details. And that is the lesson builder. And then jumping around, courses here, you can create a course, and to create a course, you just title it. And then a course, this is a group of lessons that you can group together, and these are the orders to complete them. And you can click the saving that order, and that is a course for the people to go through. Office admin have access to assign. Assign gives a lesson or a course, and you can say you will give it to assign it to the members that you want. You can also assign it to crew members or foremen or project managers, and these will add on different groups of people. And you can put a due date. This whole is the same for lesson and course. Progress is again, office only admin page, and these show you the overall notes about who has done it. So you can see here, Ian did his lesson. I did my lesson, but Chapman did not do his vehicle maintenance lesson. This symbol means they haven't done it. This means they have, and that singular dot means it has not been assigned to. And you can filter by roles and lessons, and that is the progress section. Training log. Oh, let me see. So, next, cookouts. Cookouts are the weekly meetings that are a larger group, and you can add various departments. You can click a new department, and you can click title it, add a description. then you have two options, standing and this week. Standing items are things that you want to remain week after week after week. And this week items are transient things that will only last this week. So for example, you see, if I go forward a week, test remains, but A does not. You can go ahead and add blocks in here. And blocks are basically a way to edit the slideshow. So you can add in a heading or various other things. And when you save that, that will help edit the slideshow. The slideshow can be viewed right here from the present. Click the present button, and you will see your slideshow that you created. To hit the next button or the previous button to navigate, or click the close button to exit. These blocks do various things. So for example, you can add an image or a table or a call out or steps. They all do various things. I'll leave that to you to figure out, or another video. And then if you scroll down to slideshows, this is just a more in-depth slideshow. For example, chainsaw safety, you're going to live present it. You can create a slideshow about it, and this will create the overall slideshow for presentation on Fridays. So this is a pre-created one, but if you go into edit, you can see they have the various pages, and you can add in content. So here you have a heading, which is the basic cutting technique, and then you add a call out for do's and do this, and your notes underneath. And this is your editor, and you just structure it, and it will fill it out in various formats. So again, here's a different page, and you can put in ordered lists, and yeah, and you can add sections down here. And here's a table for you to do, and you can increase rows or columns, or underneath you can add headings and stuff like that. And then you can go to present. And again, just like the other one, you can click your next, scroll through this, and then close when you're done. And then for slideshow lessons, what will happen is there's a training thing that people can clock into. And when you are running a slideshow, it will record the member as being present due to the association of when they're clocked in at the same time the training is going on, and will associate them with that training automatically, and that will record them in the training log. Tailgates are basically notes that you can give to employees. What you can do is you can add a new tailgate, and you can title it, add description, service type, etc., and you can click save. And then these are basically items that they will be forced to checklist. So, and you can add items. These will be seen when they clock into the various sites. You can assign them to a route or to individual employees. And tailgates, when they show up in the timesheet, will include these items, notes, and cases associated with the client or job site that they are working at. And that is tailgate. And that is all. Additionally, manage service types. You can add or remove different service types. But that is the training module for Groundwork.